Welcome to the Just Vibin podcast. My name is Brian, and today we're going to be talking about FullDive VR. Normally, we'd have sorry guys. Normally we have them starting off, but I guess it's my topic today, so I guess I'll explain FullDive. FullDive is pretty much it's an immersive experience with all your sensations involved. Your brain is literally in the game. It's futuristic tech, and I think it's quite impossible now, but I mean they're working on it. It's really cool. JP, you want to start us off with some info?
Well, all right. Look, the whole thing with FullDive VR is that it's literally going to put us in video games, in videos, in whatever we want to experience. It'll put us there. The way that it works is that it basically does the job that your brain does for your nerve system, right? So it's going to send little shocks through your body to make the sensation of feelings. So if you're petting a cat in the game, you're going to feel his fur on your fingers.
Well, being sort of in a sleep-like state in real life.
Exactly. So just think about the way that you already use VR, right? You put on the goggles, and all of a sudden you're transported to this world. But then all of a sudden, with FullDive VR, it's a lot more it's a lot deeper. You actually feel
school nights can be funner.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's basically like you're in a dream, but you actually have control. You don't get to have those random dreams where
you don't
wake up halfway through and you're like, wait.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you don't run into anything. You're just in your bed. You put on the headset. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
If anyone gets this reference, yeah, I know exactly the anime that you're thinking. Okay. Yeah, okay. So you can be on the bed, you can sit down, you can put on the headset or whatever the FullDive machine is.
Yeah.
Right? I just pictured
actually,
sort of a commercially.
did you hear the thing that Tesla
down?
wants to do? That Elon Musk wants to do, where he puts it in your brain?
Right.
Chips.
Neuralink. Yeah,
Yeah,
Neuralink.
that. Is it that?
So he could play Spotify.
Yeah. The thing is, if you have that kind of thing, imagine how powerful the thing has to be. Right? Everybody's already worried about the 5G radio waves and all that. Imagine that thing.
Oh yeah.
In your brain. Tell me that's not gonna be a cause for brain cancer.
That's
controversy. There's going to be a lot of controversy because people can say,
definitely
and this is most likely true, that it's going to be mind control, and I feel like that should be regulated.
Oh.
If FullDive will go commercially,
Yes,
I feel like
because
it should be toned down.
Wouldn't mind controlling people.
Oh my gosh.
This is like Big Brother all over again.
I have a question.
Sort of. It gets personal
Alright,
though.
Alex.
When you mentioned earlier about the when you mentioned you'd be in real life in a sleep state, wouldn't that be dangerous? Can you wake up after that?
Oh yeah, you can. I mean, if you just want to leave the game, you can just just leave the game and
Yeah, you just Alt F4 in real life.
I kind of get that, because it's if you get too involved into the world, let's say you go to sleep in the game, what if whatever you're playing is close
how
enough,
many loopholes?
if whatever you're playing is close enough to real life, how are you gonna notice?
How about if you get into Deep Dive VR inside the Deep Dive VR?
Well, it would also be up to the machine to tell when you're sleeping or not, because we're already talking about the hypothetical that it's pretty much being used commercially, are we not?
Yeah.
So the machine would have to detect whether you're sleeping or not, so you can actually sleep in the game and then wake up hours later and say, "Oh my god, I'm late for work,"
Yeah.
Inside the game.
Inside the game.
You're playing Sim. What is that? The Sim game? Oh my god.
Oh, what?
Like Family Sim?
Oh yeah, whatever. The
Sam,
Sims.
I'm blanking
The
on
Sims. That's it.
Yeah, The Sims.
So what you're telling me
Family
is this is basically enhanced VR where you get more immersed into a different reality.
So unlike video games now that is mostly visual, I would say, and of course, I guess it would kind of be touch. This would be all your senses basically. At least I would imagine. right? It would
Mhm.
be except smell.
No, even
I
smell.
mean, like if they could find even
Even
smell.
smell. It's that's why
It's
it's so
hard.
far away, because the thing is that you need
That's
to
a very
get
touchy stuff,
everything correct. But smells a little bit different, because you're probably gonna have to wear something, so then the smell could come from that thing. Like what I
You
was
know what
thinking
this
is, like,
sounds
what if
like?
they put like one of those like nose clip things that people put like to swim? They have like one of those on your
Oh,
nose
yeah.
just to
You
like
know what it
sense the
sounds
smell.
like?
Uh-huh.
With all this stuff being put on you, you're gonna look like a knight in shining armor or something. Like you're gonna look hilarious.
Mm.
I mean,
Yeah, it's supposed to be like though as if you're
it
in your own
depends on the
house and
thing.
like
Depends on the
vibing,
thing.
on the couch, just watching something.
Yeah.
Hypothetically, you're talking about one machine that can do it all.
Yeah.
I guess. I mean, no, if you had to put a bunch of stuff on, people wouldn't really like that. People want simple things. People want
Yeah,
commercially
that's
used
why
things.
that's why the VR right now is only like, some control. Like, have you seen people didn't like how bulky some of the older models. I don't know if anybody
Yeah.
had
But
some of the
I
older
think that
models of VR.
VR now is more a bit more accessible, more easier to use because
Mhm.
of the Oculus Quest. A lot of companies are now trying to do the wireless
Yeah.
Yeah,
because it's very
yeah, and
versatile.
it's more compact. It makes it a lot easier for everyday people to use because all those wires and then having to wire it all up to a PC, having a place big enough to have
That's a pain
that.
in the a.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you
Yeah.
guys
There's
think in
another.
10
Go, Alex.
Do you guys think in 10 years there would be like improvements on it, or maybe do you think that people will it be considered like maybe like, oh, so like you would see it on the news and be like, oh, someone got hurt using like the full dive.
Yeah, I
Oh.
would say in 10 years they're still trying to make advancements at
Mhm.
least neurologically.
Yeah.
True.
Nonetheless, like it's inevitable that we're gonna get more brain research.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably
And more
when
brain
we
tech.
become the boomers of the next generation, that's when we'll be like it's just like back in my day we only played Fortnite.
Mm.
You know?
Crap! I forgot what I was gonna say. Uh, does someone else want to take it
No.
off?
You can just
So I
cut it
can-
out.
So I have a couple of questions for like if there's a glitch in the game, how would that work? Like imagine, you're just walking around, you step on a rock and then there's a glitch cuz you would feel usually I would say that you would feel, I don't know, you stub your toe on like a Lego or
Yeah.
something.
Ooh,
But like, the game glitches and
painful.
suddenly like it suddenly becomes more painful than usual. Like
Mm.
I don't know if like there would have to be something where like if someone actually gets like physically hurt from it, if their company's
the headset.
liable to it.
Yeah.
The
True.
headset should and probably would have an emergency mode if
I
something
feel
happens
like
in the game.
either in
you
the
know?
game or just using it, I feel like they wouldn't make the effects that major. As in,
I know, but there's like I
Yeah, I
worked in
know.
code.
There's
There's
always a
always gonna
downside.
be someone that messes up and adds an extra zero.
Yeah.
There could be hackers too.
That too.
right?
Exactly.
If in the case that let's say it does get painful, I feel like maybe in the game there'll be a stop switch to stop.
There could
Maybe-
probably be a
Huh?
second safe that doesn't
That-
allow pain levels to go beyond a certain point. There could
Yeah,
be
yeah.
Yeah, but like.
That's why I'm saying
maybe,
it could be considered a crime.
yeah,
Quite
but what
possibly,
I
yeah,
mean is
that's
that
true.
like if someone does get injured by it, would the companies be liable or
I feel like they should.
since it's your own?
It all depends. Maybe they might make you sign.
It really
something.
just depends, because
That's true.
As we all know, companies will probably put on like an agreement when you buy it.
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They'll put an agreement
Um,
like, oh, we are not liable for whatever happens.
Yeah,
I know, but most
you
of
can have
well,
a brain fry.
yeah.
You signed the
But
agreement.
sometimes there's usually like a lot of people, even when the company has something like that, most of the time they have a loophole or something in the agreement where like you could still be get some money, either because you brought a lot of attention to yourself, and now the company kind of just wants to get it over with and doesn't want to do a legal battle, and they would have to pay you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the company wouldn't do much anymore, would it? They
What?
because okay, when companies hear about problems that they sort of like say, hey, you can't sue me for this or whatever. um
Yeah,
it's
but
not
if
like
you
they're gonna actually do much about the problem. They can at least try a little bit. They could try, but I mean they can't
no, but what I
control
mean is
anything.
like publicly. So like, a company could have, we are not liable to anything that, if you get damaged by our product. But if someone goes ahead and like goes on the news and talks about how it was the company's fault, or like shines it in a way where it was because of the company, and it was because of the company, but they, can't get money because of this and that, that's gonna make the company's prices go down, and they're gonna wanna just get the problem over with. So there could still be ways to get.
Hmm.
There's always gonna be a
Yeah.
way to get
when
free
when
money from that.
perhaps in the, as I was saying earlier, but I got cut off, but whatever, it got good anyways. Maybe the headset can have some sort of emergency mode. If something happens in the game, it isn't even up to the computer or the game itself. The headset has like a little mode that if anything happens, it would immediately shut off. It would
Wait,
immediately
hold
like
on.
turn off, and maybe go
Wait,
ahead.
let's talk about this technology for a second. Look, if you want the sensation to be felt all over, I don't think it would be wise to only put your sensation on your head, right? Like the Neuralink, I don't think that will be accessible to everybody. And it won't be a headset either, for
Definitely,
the
yeah.
sole
It would
purpose
need
that
to.
would be way too much power on one spot. Actually, there's this one thing I
Yeah,
saw that's called, I think it was called the Tesla suit. So this Tesla suit is just like a full body suit. It actually kind of looks like a wetsuit, right? That you wear.
I was kind of
And
thinking that, like the those people, like athletes, use when they're trying to test out, their muscles and their body, like the stuff that their body's doing, that they have those little patches
yeah,
on.
Hmm.
I was kind of thinking something similar to that could be used for it.
I know.
Okay, guys.
That's what I was thinking.
But isn't your body in a dreamlike state?
Miami, one of the greatest cities in the world. Beautiful beaches, clear skies, amazing sunshine. The nightlife, spectacular. If you want to come down here to enjoy yourself for the rest of your life, then call Juan Mora, the realtor. Juan Mora has over 20 years of experience and a master's degree in business administration. If you ever wanted to live down here in Miami, then go ahead and call the number you see on the screen right now. All his information will be in the description below or on the screen right now. So if you want to make Miami part of your world, go ahead and call Juan Mora.
But isn't your body in a dreamlike state? The suit wouldn't really do much, would it? The brain is responsible for every sensation,
Mm,
every feeling that we have. Yeah, it would be all in one spot, but that's
I,
sort of
the trade-off?
like the gist of it.
Yeah, but like what I mean is that, like, if you get shot in the arm, if you want to be super realistic to what you feel, it should be on your arm, not your head, that
I
you
think
feel the
I think
pain.
it's all depending on what you play. Because if like I want to go to like the Bahamas on a vacation, I simply download like the resources that I need, put on my headset, and then I go to the Bahamas. It makes me feel like I'm
Well,
there. But if I'm playing
True,
like an
true.
well,
action game,
essentially,
I would get, I would get that suit so I could feel like I'm there. You know? It's like,
it all boils down to controlling an avatar in the game, or controlling a virtual avatar.
yeah.
Um, like if you
Imagine
want
if
to,
it
if
becomes
you,
like Avatar, the movie,
I
Mm.
the blue.
I actually have another
Yeah.
one.
God, this is so unwise of me to search
How
up.
this to obviously this sounds like a expensive process. How would this be like accessible for like average income people?
Well, it
It
won't,
would be
at
maybe
least not in the
toned down,
beginning.
Yeah.
Like
very commercial.
everything new usually isn't accessible to you know,
Yeah.
In
average
order,
income.
in order to like manipulate everything, every feeling, you would also need to control, I think, the spinal cord.
Yeah.
This
That's
is
Yeah.
just
dangerous.
right,
That's true.
right. Am
Yeah,
I
that
right,
would
JP?
definitely, like, if someone gets paralyzed because of that, like, that would be another thing.
Yeah, but I mean,
I don't know if a
wouldn't
waiver
they like
could be able
work?
to sign that
Yeah,
off.
true. Like,
But we're talking about technology that doesn't exist. Yeah, and we're talking about the hypothetical if it existed, if they actually managed to get everything to work.
yeah.
Yeah,
If they
but
didn't work,
There's always
then
gonna be
everything
we're
happens.
glitches or
yeah, I know.
problems.
Even if something works good, there's still glitches
Yeah,
and
nothing's
bugs and
Mm-hmm.
everything.
perfect.
So if we're talking about the hypothetical, if we look at the hypothetical in a realistic way, it's not going to be perfect.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's not gonna be perfect. Not everything that exists is not
Exactly.
perfect.
That's why we're saying, um,
Yeah, they're like, oh,
that like
this guy.
the oh god, the connect. Oh.
Yeah, the thing could have glitches. The thing could have glitches and mess up.
Because through the brain, you're stimulating other parts of the body.
Hmm.
Uh
I was actually gonna watch an episode
huh.
of the show on Netflix. I think I watched in psych class. I think it's called
Of course, during
brain
class.
brain games or
Oh
brain
yeah, brain
whatever
Oh
brain
games.
yes,
I
blast.
love
brain
that
games.
show.
Yes,
They did
that show was great.
experiments where in one episode, I'm trying to pick this off the memory. All right, it's not very good. They did experiments where they would sort of like put stuff in people and make and like inanimate objects or I'll just name one. They put a fake arm on a real arm on a person,
Hmm.
and then they try to hit the arm, and the person
The
sort of
harm.
felt it.
Oh, so it's like a psychological thing.
Yeah,
Oh, so oh,
it's
you mean
all
like
in your mind.
psychologically? Like
It's all in your mind.
yeah, it's like when a guy gets hit, in the nether regions, everyone else, every other guy in like a 5 mile radius is just like,
Yeah.
ooh, takes that
So
pain.
yeah, I get what you're saying with oh, we can't just do it, but your brain is responsible for like literally every feeling that you have in the body.
Yeah.
Literally everything.
I know, but we're looking on the side where it's like the company should. I mean, in my opinion, it should be liable. So, like, do you want to get paralyzed? Like, yeah, you could have signed the waiver, but like, it didn't say, oh yeah, you might get paralyzed.
What? That's
Well,
what the
that
waiver is
could
for. It's telling
this
you
may
that
sound
there are side
It
effects.
said any damages.
this may
Yeah,
sound
Uh,
cold, but this could be a spark in a bunch of other like competition. It doesn't just have to be one company
Yeah, I just kind of feel like
Yeah.
that's doing
it
this.
would be something that if they do not test well enough, it's gonna go bankrupt so easily. Like it only
Imagine-
takes one
Imagine
Yeah.
if
person.
people went to human
It only
trials.
takes one person to
That
get
would be-
absolutely screwed over by this technology to cancel it completely.
Yeah, you would need. This would be a very controversial
especially
thing
with cancel culture.
Cancel culture.
because you're gonna you're gonna have to do human trials.
Yeah.
So somewhere along the line, people are actually gonna do tests.
Brian,
Yeah, they're gonna have to
you're the
do
first one
human
to
trials
go.
because it's not
So,
like you could do animal trials.
this sounds very cold, but maybe the person would have to agree on it. So if anything bad happens to them, there are no repercussions.
mean,
on the
But
company.
yeah, isn't
Obviously.
that what scientists do anyways? Like whenever they're gonna run
Most of the
human
time they
tests,
do.
they're like, "Oh, by the way, if something bad happens to you, well,
You agree to this,
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Yeah,
you can't sue
exactly. Most of the time, people sign up for those human trials
Yeah.
too because they don't have money and like they get paid
Yeah.
to be
Mm.
part of it. So
us. Hmm.
all right, well, we're still like years away from this kind of thing. We'll see how it plays out in the
Yeah.
future, but for now, we're done with this topic. It was a very interesting one. Probably the best one we've had so far.
Yeah.
All right,
All right. So do you want me to end this?
go
JP?
ahead.
This has just been the Just Vibing podcast. I can go back to
Is it?
playing Yak.
Wait. No, shouldn't you say this has just been? Oh, Wait, never mind.
Yeah. Okay. This has just been the Just Vibing podcast talking about Full Dive. Very interesting combo. Does anyone want to say any last words before we go?
Yeep.
Buy our merch.
Drink water.
Okay. Very healthy. All right. See you
All right.
guys. Logging off.
Bye, guys.
Peace.
Bye.
Well, guys, how did you like our episode to return to normality? I hope you guys really enjoyed this one. This was really fun to record. I think it was actually very entertaining. If you guys liked any of this, you can like the video, you can subscribe to our channel because most of our content is pretty similar to what you saw today, and you can comment if you have any suggestions or any comment that you want to do for our podcast or any future podcast. You could also hit that notification bell to get notified every single time we upload a video. So with that being said, I'm done. Just remember one thing. Just stay vibing because all of you are amazing. All right, peace out, guys. I love you all.